Hello, this is Thomas Goodwin and this is Michelle Ronquillo. We are from Positive Lives Enterprise in the and
Yes, hello.
we're in beautiful Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, Nevada.
And the subject today is psychic attacks.
Yes, welcome back, everybody. It's been a journey for us, and we are here talking about psychic attacks today and things that you can do mentally, and just a little bit of tools that you could probably use that would help in things that are dealing with the psychic attacks. Tom, take us off with our first.
Okay. When you hear about a hack, that's basically what a lot of people use as a psychic attack. And basically, anybody that sends a bad emotion to somebody else is psychically attacking them.
If they're maybe they're hating on you, maybe they're mad at you, frustrated at you, maybe they just don't like the color of your hair. It doesn't matter. That it's still a psychic attack when somebody thinks bad, negative things on you, projecting.
And it's also a case of, how strong the emotions are and how much you get triggered or affected by the emotions. Because some people can have negative feelings towards you, and you can brush them off because they're not relevant enough, but they don't affect you enough.
Right. You have to be overwhelmed. Sometimes in life we get overwhelmed with work, we get overwhelmed with family, we get overwhelmed with friends. And those times are the vulnerable times when you're overwhelmed. Those psychic attacks can really hit you. You'll notice it in your self-esteem. You'll have doubting thoughts about your own decisions and choices. Those are all signs of psychic attacks.
And there's a lot of toxic energy out there in the world.
Yes.
And we all have some toxic energy because we're always healing ourselves and trying to make ourselves healthier. But the toxic energy, a lot of times, is what sets off the psychic attack. The toxic people will spread their toxic energy around.
And also, we have a big problem in society with narcissism. They try to make you think that something is what it is not. And it goes into a psychic attack because it is beating on your self-confidence and your self-esteem of what you know is right. So in these psychic attacks, just keep grounded into the reality of what's going on in that truth, what you know is true. And it always helps to admit when you're wrong. Some people swallow and choke on that pride of being wrong, but in reality it helps us build the confidence of knowing the otherwise of what to do and avoid psychic attacks.
And it's sort of training you can do to get tougher. Of course, we've gone through a lot of rough times in life and you've healed from a lot of trauma. You are more likely to be able to fend off a psychic attack than somebody who has had a really easy life and has more vulnerability because they never developed that toughness to shield themselves.
I noticed that people do things in integrity. They walk strong, they have faith, they have courage, they have strength, all in the silence of their own mind and their own walking. However, when you reach out and get reassurance of what you're doing is on the right path for yourself, and you get those reassurance from family and friends saying, hey, good job, I'm proud of you, you're doing a great thing, keep it up. Those types of encouragements help build the self-esteem and self-confidence that help you avoid psychic attacks from people bashing you if they're not giving you proper credit for the things that you're doing in your life, and they're just bashing on all the bad things and all the mistakes that you've done, and that doesn't help with any part of overcoming issues for yourself. You need self-reassurance, you need self-support, you need to be able to reach out and have those people encouraging you.
And a lot of times people have vulnerabilities in them and they can be triggered, and that can set off a psychic attack. And as you well know, the people that are out to cause trouble for you tend to look for triggers in order to get to you. And
Yes. And you have to voice out your feelings. This is the big part of the trigger. When you feel you're getting triggered, you need to voice how you're feeling. Feelings aren't facts, but with communication and with truth and reality of the other side, or the perception of what you're dealing with, you'll be able to grab on to the truth that helps you get to your self-confidence and your self-esteem to work on the triggers that might be coming your way.
And it's so important to have reliable friends and connections, because they can
Yes.
actually protect you when somebody gets to you. Like a lot of times when they can protect you, psychically from a distance, but a lot of the time they can protect you immediately if they're in the vicinity and say,
Right.
"Oh, that person doesn't know what they're talking about. They're way off. You're a better person than that person's making you out to be," and they can boost you up and support you and bring you back to where you need to be.
Yeah, that's always important, to have a support system. You need a healthy support system that will always be able to talk to you truthfully about what you are going through, but also you have to be able to talk and let out those deepest secrets that you might have haunting your thoughts, because thoughts are things, and if you overthink those things, they can become triggers of the overpressuring daily grind of life. So it is good to have a support system and somebody that really believes in you and that will give you psychic energy to fight off those psychic attacks, because they also come in your dream time, in your sleep time.
They come in your dreams, and one thing is, you got to be careful about having bad connections, because they will set up the psychic attack to make you more vulnerable to them. So it's important to have the right people around you so that they're not messing with you and they're actually helping you.
Yes, good point. You want to notice that in your waking time, you have people that support you and they're not giving you drama and there's no chaos around them. And your life, of course, there's always going to be chaos. The world is crazy. However, unnecessary made drama and unnecessary made chaos brings bad psychic energies around you. And that is something that you can look for in your surrounding friends and people that you have in your inner circle.
And a lot of times in dreams, you'll have psychic attacks where the dream, some monster or something will be out to get you. And here's what you have to realize is you don't give up in a dream, just like in life. If a monster's coming after you, you fight to your last breath. And if it means you wake up, you won.
That's right.
Meaning, if you wake up because of because of what you're doing, that's a good sign. That means you did it well in the fighting off the psychic attack.
You want to, in your dream time, you want less chaos, and when you have those dreams that are really chaotic, there's a lot of people in them, there's a lot of things you're doing, just try to have that subconscious feeling that you want a comfortable position of a beach maybe, or a forest or a mountain, something that brings you peace, and then you can control your dreams of what's going on. And if you can't, you can wake up and write it down, so that way you can have the awareness that that chaos is coming from somewhere in your waking time.
And a lot of things can trigger you, and it's sort of like certain places, certain things, and certain important dates, birthdays or whatever. They can work as triggers that can make you more vulnerable.
Yes, yes.
Happen.
Sometimes people get sad over the holidays. Sometimes maybe like a day or something when you maybe lost somebody that you loved. All those can be triggers that you can be very vulnerable into depression. Now, when you're depressed, your body acts like it shrinks. The cells and things inside shrink, and you become less motivated to get up and do your daily things. And that is those triggers that you need to watch for. If you seem to be depressed, reach out to a friend, flip those good things, those bad things into good things, realize that everything has a positive flip to it. And even if it is sad and pressure is overwhelmingly with stress right now, take some time for yourself, maybe a bubble bath or meditation, meditative walk, something that can get you back into the grounding mode of the right now moment.
And what's important is you got to get stronger, and that's where you do the meditation, the meditative walking.
Breathe. Breathing is so
and that's
important.
what it's all based on, breathing. And exercise, other types of exercise can be helpful too, along with eating a healthy diet.
That's right.
And doing what's good for you. And one of the main things, as you spiritually evolve, you'll better be able to direct your appetite and desires to things that are good for you.
And that's a great point, because this goes into a whole bunch of things, not only into psychic attacks, control, self-control of the emotions that you're having at the time. When you are understanding of what emotions you're feeling, and like I said, feelings aren't fact until you have reality. You have to plug the reality into your feelings, so that way you can balance the logic with the emotions that you're feeling at the time. And understanding that you have to do the footwork of this. Those thoughts are coming in and flooding you, and those emotions are making your body react to what those thoughts are doing. So if you're in a vulnerable state, sure, you can get psychically attacked by a lot of things in this world. People, places, and things can literally weigh you down, and you have to understand your own self-control of the emotion.
Okay, I think we pretty well covered everything.
Yes, we
it's
did.
about 11 minutes at the magic number. And so this is Positive Vibes Enterprise. I'm Tom Goodwin. This is Michelle Ronquillo.
Yes, please subscribe and share. And we have lots of topics that we would like to share with you this year in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Till next time.
Mhm.